conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands. Deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. This defense for the Saints, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he stopped immediately there. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Smith. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Throwing now is Geno. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it. protection and take your shot at the end zone.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Again, Smith. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 4 and 9 looming. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Hill. And he whips that one incomplete there. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it'll be 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's got some space here. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
A give for Walker running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Losing with 3rd and 9 leading. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. Forcing incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit. Smith, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
6-0 our score after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Saints at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Johnson's got it complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. They go play action. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
After the sack on 1st down, Hill, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Smith. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
And after the Russell Wilson trade, you have to ask, will Tyler Lockett be able to extend his streak of 1,000-yard seasons to 4 without the only quarterback he's ever played with in the NFL? But the way he plays, a very steady presence who catches everything in sight, I think he's got a good chance of extending that streak and becoming best friends with his new quarterback along the way. He certainly looked like it on that first down catch.
50
Now Gino on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there. Now we're looking at a 4th and 14. That time on the outside, pretty much job as a quarterback to shut the would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving. Think about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Hill. This will be caught at about the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Complete to Deontay Hardy. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
A run between the tackles with Cohen. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're on the board, trailing down 6-3. So a goal in field position there in Scranton as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's at the 50. 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. runs over him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 2nd and 13. Smith to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Myers' kick is good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So the lead extended, and I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 16, Hill. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
That is caught by Cohen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So he will switch ends as the third.
Ready.
On the counter, it's Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide
and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. He finds his man Johnson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Swings this out here for Cohen. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 56 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing, Bridgewater.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Bridgewater. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the